Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Blessings to all of you. So we hear, according to scientists, that they are saying the next 3 years we will have a very stronger activity in the sun. That is what they call sun flares. These are electromagnetic eruptions from the surface of the sun that shoots its energy streams out and they reach us. And in the past, when this sun flare activity is increasing, there always happens a lot of things with it, and it is on the individual level very strong. And also on the collective level, there are many things to be expected that are affecting every one of us, in a greater scale. So we do not want to go there too much, but once again, I like to speak about the importance of the sun and why is it that it reflects in our language so strong, you see. So we have this old name in the Egyptian culture that it was called Ra, no? And we have it in the Indian music, that there is Sa, Re, Gama, Ra. There we have it in Rahman, Rahim, we have it in Radia, we have it in the word rage, we have it in the word Abraham, in the names. We have it on so many words in our language that you can almost say it is this one combination, Ra, that is maybe the most of all, and that shows in the language that there was this consciousness towards the sun. So the sun represents the divine, you see, and the divine, it is said that when it creates, it is the dream of the divine, no? So the divine manifests in us and we dream our dream. So we are dreaming in the dream of the divine, no? And when we leave this body, we come back to the level of what the divine dreams also otherwise, outside of this earth, in other places, in higher places of consciousness, and we get aware of that, right? And therefore it is mentioned also in the Book of Love, and every soul will wake up from the dream when they go from this world, no? And this is how it works. So the dream is called also the nothing, because it is, and at the same time, it is not, right? So like the nothing is not that there is nothing, that there is not anything to see or that there is not anything to feel, but it doesn't has a substance, that stays over time, that stays in a higher reality, no? So what does not continue over a very, very, very long time, at least, or infinitely, is called the nothing, no? It is not important, but it tells us something. It reflects the subconsciousness that is, usually we are unconscious about it, but we are ruled by this nothing. And you see, this is why when you come to a sheikh, to a master with the problems, then often you find them not to be worried about your problems, right? And it's not a lack of empathy, but it is this consciousness that they understand at the end of the day, it is a dream. And whatever happens in the dream, how horrible the dream might be, it is not really happening in the sense of what we know when we dream in the dream of the divine. Yes, we dream at night, let's say that we get shot, or that we get persecuted, or that we have, or that we get caught in a very bad situation, whatever it is we dream, no? Well, when we wake up, we understand it hasn't happened. Yeah, it is not in this reality. So it is in the divine reality. Now, in his dream, which of course is stronger, it's massively stronger than our own dream. But that is the same, that in this divine dream, nothing happens to us. Yeah. It is his dream. Yeah. It is the dream of the Creator, but nothing really happens. Yeah. So when we realize that, coming to a higher state of consciousness, we get deeply comforted and we get deeply reassured about the loving qualities of the existence of the Creator, about the merciful qualities, and so on. No? Even so, the sun is not only kind. In this dream, in this existence, the sun is not only kind. Yeah, as we said, there's also the word rage. There's there are words that show there is a force also there. No, and we have to be aware of that, and this is why we should not take anything lightly. So, when the sun activity increases, that means that is teaching time, that is learning time. That is the time where we all have to go through, we want it or not. And how does that happen actually? Because the sun is an electric magnetic being, yeah, and we are made to receive these electric magnetic waves through our brain that has thousands of these magnetic particles in it, and through this we receive the information of the magnetic field, and this is what also collects us, or what makes us to feel each other and to communicate with each other on a subtle level, that we somehow think, the expression of it is thinking, but we have also an emotional connection that we cannot explain, that sometimes we feel how a person feels, even it's far away from us. And especially with parents towards their children, they have a very strong connection on this subconsciousness that is the most receptive part of the brain, you know, and receives all this information that sometimes are also very difficult, not to our liking, and this is why it cannot be told us directly. So we have to receive it in the unknown, in the shadow, that it doesn't hit us so hard. And then in time, when we have the courage to look in it, we can look to all those things hidden in us, you know. So this is the work of the sun, and you might remember in your childhood that the relationship towards the sun was much stronger, was much more different than it might be today for you. Yeah. It may not be for everyone to remember, but usually children have a complete different awareness of what is around them and what is the day and this magnetic field information. No? So they live in this world that is not so heavy as the grown-ups usually, because they are still connected very much to this astral information that the magnetic field also gives, and says, I am here, I'm always here, you are safe in my dream, yeah, because I am conscious, yeah, but I can share only through the dream, through me dreaming what is about me, no? So when we stop to dream about us, we come into the dream of the divine and experience his divine dream, which is not yet him in essence, yeah. But as he loves to have this long journey with us, this is one of the states. Of course, there's already a very, very high state to be present into the dream state of the divine. No? So when death comes, we have this, when it is clear for us that we need to go, we need to leave now, then we have this shock. Yeah, this is for everyone, no matter who it is, there is a kind of shock coming. No? And depends in which age the shock is harder. Of course, in the younger age, in the elder age, reason tells us that it is more likely, that death is coming. But it can come to anybody in any moment. And when it comes as a sickness, then we have this deep shock that tells us you might leave this earth soon. You might be not able to dream anymore about the nothing. And you come into another nothing, into an unknown. And there you will find another reality. And this again has to do with light. It's always a light experience. And it is connected to the light that we have when there's the twilight in the morning and in the evening. These two situations connect us very much with the astral situation that we will find when we leave this body. So, get aware when you look into the sun or when you are feeling the sunlight to have more and more respect, to have more and more kind of higher understanding that it is not just a thing that emanates light, but it is a being like all the other big planets around us. They are beings and they in the highest service to us. And they accept to live a life that is calculated on seconds, orbiting in their orbits and creating these beautiful patterns that each one of them has, but never leaving this orbit and serving over billions and God knows how long they serve. Alhamdulillah. So we are in this magic world, in this magic existence. And what counts is to enjoy it, to be grateful for it, to appreciate it, and that will draw us always closer to the dream of the divine. Thank you very much and wishing you the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.